Today is the coronation of King Charles. This is being broadcast on state TV here in Ireland. Some Irish people were not happy with that, given the history, 800 years of British rule, etc. But a lot of people felt, well, no, we should. England is our next door neighbour. We have a very similar culture to England or Britain, and thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of Irish people over the decades have gone to England and built a very good life for themselves and are now rearing lots and lots and lots of English children. So, and I think if it's right and proper, it should be broadcast in Ireland. But either way, lots of Irish people will be watching it, including people who don't particularly agree with the whole thing. Now, I thought I would take this opportunity to mention a book. A few months ago I bought a book, and I'm sure the print on this will come out back to front. I don't know how you fix that. So it's called Colonialism, A Moral Reckoning. The author is Nigel Biggar. Now, as I bought this book a couple of months ago, and the author makes two basic points. Number one, that yes, the British Empire did a lot of bad things, but that it also did a lot of good things. A second point the author makes is that most of the people who created this British Empire, most of them were not motivated by racism or greed or anything of that nature, that they were good people, conscientious people, people who tried to do good. They were products of their time and their culture, but they were for the most part humane, civilised people who wanted to make the world a better place and make England a better place, etc. Now, my own attitude towards British colonialism is very simple. I feel about British colonialism as I do about Roman colonialism. Did the Roman Empire do bad things? Oh yes. Did it do good things? Yes. On balance, with the benefit of historical difference, I believe the Roman Empire helped to create this modern Western world of ours. On balance, I think it was a good thing. Now, I have to note here that the existence of empires was inevitable. You want to live in the modern world, well then you have to have empires. Throughout history, empires have come and gone. Some of those empires contributed nothing to humanity, did not particularly advance the world in any way. And some of those empires made a huge contribution to humanity. They helped to create this modern, technological, and at least in the West, civilized world. So I'm quite happy. I am not anti-colonialist. And I think, these people, there are a lot of people in Ireland, Irish nationalists, etc., and woke people. Woke people and Irish nationalists don't like they don't like the British Empire or anything about it. And they think colonialism was really bad. I believe the exact opposite. Colonialism, British colonialism, oh God, British colonialism was, on balance, a good thing. Do I think Ireland would have been better off without the British Empire? No. Do I think Ireland would be a paradise and we would all be living happy if it weren't for the British Empire? No, I don't believe that. That's nonsense. Now, as I said, woke people, woke fascists who are now destroying Ireland, they would agree. They would stand holding hands with Irish nationalists and agree that the British Empire was awful. Now, of course, a lot of Irish nationalists, they're engaging in identity politics and they're simply not thinking. Because if you say that the British Empire was bad, then you can't really argue with woke people when they say, well, white people are bad. You know, white people did oppress people. White people did engage in slavery. So there you are. Anyhow, this book, Colonialism, I believe the author of the book, Nigel Biggar, he's been interviewed on several YouTube channels, and I will leave a link. He appeared on Trigonometry, and he talks about how he came to write the book, and they debate and discuss the book. So I will leave a link to that. It's an interesting book. I don't think it's a brilliant book. I think it's flawed. I think the author makes the serious mistake of trying to be fair and reasonable. And he, throughout the book, he continually refers to all the bad things and to the racism in this effort to be fair. Now, I think what he should have done was he should have simply written a book explaining the good things, the great contribution the British Empire made. But be that as it may, it's an interesting book. Some people won't like it. Woke people won't like it. Irish nationalists won't like it. But it's an interesting book, and given the day that's in it, I thought I would mention it. And for those of you in the UK, God save the King. And I hope you have your British or English flags out. I hope you're waving them today proudly.